Hello. Good morning, Aishwarya.
Yeah, hi Suma.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Do you mind turning on your camera, please?
Yeah, one second.
Okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So, do you want to just give a brief introduction about yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Aishwarya Dhole. I have completed Bachelor of Engineering from Pune University. Then I have completed the internship in networking domain, and then I joined the Infosys as a trainee. Now my role is senior system engineer. I have completed 3.4 years in Infosys, and in that I have worked on two projects, and the domain was first one was the telecommunication domain, and the second one was the healthcare domain. And my skill set are like SQL, PL SQL, database, and Unix. And apart from these technologies, I also know the Python, PHP, and front end technologies also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, what are the main, like, responsibilities in the current role that you are in?
Like writing SQL queries, and as per business requirement, and we write the procedure and function, and also we are creating the database object like views, tables, etc.
What is the project basically? Like, what is it about?
It is basically a data migration project. As per, I mean, we need to develop one Excel sheet as per the business requirement. I mean, they will provide us the source file, and they will also provide the requirement, like this is the requirement. And as per their requirement, we need to do the code, I mean, SQL code on Management Studio, I mean, Microsoft SQL Management Studio. And then we need to, I mean, after we create the code, we check the data like these tables are populating the correct values or not, and if they are populating correct value, then we will pass those data to the functional team, like this is the data for the peer review, like this.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is this developing Excel sheet?
I mean, we are providing our table data into that Excel sheet.
Your table data into the Excel sheet.
Yes.
Okay. Like, what is the purpose of it though? Like, why do you have to provide the data in the Excel sheet?
Because the functional team don't have the knowledge of SQL. I mean, the developer team is different than the functional team. The functional team will only provide us the requirement from the business or from the client.
Okay. So like, what type of data are you providing in the Excel sheet though? Like, how would you provide? How would you provide on a daily basis the Excel sheet?
Not daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be. I mean, I'm not getting your question. What type
No,
of
I
data?
didn't understand. First of all, when you said you said you mentioned like we have to provide Excel sheet and you write a SQL code to
Hmm.
provide the Excel sheet. It's like, what is the purpose of it though? Like, why are you providing an Excel sheet? For what?
Uh, be- because the output, the whatever the output we have, we have to provide that output to the functional team, right? So we are taking that output into the Excel sheet, and then we will provide to the functional team.
How do you provide it? Like, it's like a on demand, or it's like a one time, or is it like a daily basis?
No, not daily basis. Like it is depend on the demand or the requirement. Like 1 week or 5 days, something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
So what type of store procedure, like what tool did you use to output the data to Excel?
For that, the tool IDSS is used, which was developed by Infosys.
What is it?
IDSS.
Okay.
Yeah.
IDSS. Okay.
Actually, it was developed by Infosys.
Okay. So do you guys use Infosys tools for the client?
Sorry?
Is it not the client? Like it's not what like you
It
guys
is
use
not.
the technology that was provided by a client, like that was used by client? It's not like that.
No, no. It was not used by client. No.
So what this Excel file are you providing to whom? Is it like for a client's team or is it a internal Infosys team?
First, we will provide the internal Infosys team. I mean, our functional team. They will check. I mean, they will do the peer review, and if it is fine, then it will that file will be provided to the client.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Um, like how do you handle the day-to-day data loads? Like do you deal with the data loads at all or no?
No.
Okay. So okay. So when do you write store procedures, in what scenario?
Generally, we have to use views only, and procedure and function. Actually, I have not written, but I
Okay.
know. I mean about that. Yeah.
Okay. So what views? Is it like mostly SQL or PL SQL you're familiar with?
I'm familiar with both, but I have written mostly the SQL views,
Okay.
as it is
What
virtual.
in what scenarios you have to write a SQL views that you never wrote a store procedures, but you have to write a SQL views? Like what type of scenarios made you to write the views?
If there are more columns in the table, and we want only the specific column, and we want to do the operation only on that specific column, then in such scenarios, we pick only those columns which are required in the views, and then we perform the operations.
What operations you have performed in the views?
Like if there is a requirement, like if there is a null value in the source table, then we have to put 0 or something like that. If there is a requirement, then in such cases we I
Won't that
mean
be handled as part of the data load?
no,
Why?
they will not handle that. I don't know, because data load is that load team is different.
Okay.
Hmm.
So like okay, so data load is, so your team is like an application team, not really like a data related team.
Our team is like extraction of data. I mean, they will provide the source file and the some operation if requirement, and then pass this data to the client side.
But
That's
you
it.
have just mentioned that like you don't do the data extraction. That's like a different team does that.
No, load team is different. We just
Okay.
extract and transform. Yes.
Extract and transform. Like where do you extract and how do you transform without loading? Like who loads it?
You are asking like our output. I am thinking, no, okay. See, first we have IDSS tool, and we extract that those data into database. We transform with the help of views, like as per their requirement, or if we need some operation, then we will create the views and all, and then whatever is the output, we will then get this output with the help of IDSS into that Excel sheet, and then we will provide that into the uh, client. You are asking the final output or what?
Everything, right? Like
I'm
you may not be responsible to generate the source files, but the source files should be able to pick up the source files and be able to load the data, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a source files or is it like a tables, like what is the size of your like database? Like how many tables do you guys have? An average.
There
You
are
don't have to give me an exact number, but
mhm. There are around 500 or above that.
500 above what?
Number of tables.
Okay, so you guys process all 500?
No, not at the same time, but one by
Okay,
one. Hmm.
but you process all 500.
Yes, yes.
Which tool do you guys use to process all the data?
Just SQL and IDSS.
What is this IDSS? Is it like a tool? Like what does it do
Yes, yes.
exactly?
It is one type of tool.
Okay, what
It
does it
will
do?
do like if we have the data in the Excel file, then that data we and actually there are some ETL tasks and workflows also. If we run the workflows, then that Excel data should that Excel and we have the table on database also, right? So that database table contains the data which is present in that Excel sheet, and when we want to transfer our output from table to Excel, then also we will we need to run that workflow.
So how did you schedule these flows? How do you schedule these?
No, we don't require to schedule these things.
How do you run then 500 tables every day?
Oh no, not every day.
Okay,
I
let's
mean
say 10 tables. Like how do you run it without scheduling it?
as if they demand like this file is
Not
required.
everything can be on demand, right, Aishwarya? People need, like a business needs the day-to-day reports. Like how do you guys present it if you, I mean, how do you guys present the data if you guys don't run it on a
No,
daily
every
basis?
every demand has a deadline. So as per the deadline, we need to
If I
process the
need, if
workflow.
I'm a business user, I need like a daily report, and if you don't like schedule that, how do a user will get that report? How a user will get that report?
That I don't know.
Okay, okay. So what type of you have mentioned writing complex queries, sequence records, collections, and packages. What does that mean? What type of, like you have mentioned all you have dealt with views, right? So like what type of complex queries have you written?
Complex in the sense joining of two table and more than two tables.
If you have like a duplicate records, like how do you handle them?
You want to delete or find out?
Just 1 second. Another partner is calling. Okay.
Okay.
Shini? Shini, are you joining the call? Uh, Sorry, Aishwarya. So he was supposed to join the call, but he was having some technical issues. So he called me to
Okay.
inform. Okay. Um, what are packages? Like, what do you like? What do you mean by packages? Like, what type of packages have you used?
Packages like We have package specification and package body, and package are nothing but the related sub program, and those are used in our PL SQL, not in SQL.
Okay.
Yeah, and in package specification, we have to mention the schema of that programs which we need to define into the package body. That's it.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Um, how do you do the data validation?
We will check the count of records.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you guys don't check anything else, like you don't check other than data validation. I mean, just the row counts, like nothing else. Meaning,
Count
mhm.
we also check with the help of minus operator we can check if there are extra records present in the table or not,
Okay.
like this.
Okay. So you have never written any stored procedures, neither troubleshoot any stored procedures. So are you familiar with SSIS, SSRS, or SSRS or Power BI at all?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay. 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 Any other questions that you have for me, Aishwarya?
No.
No.
What is the next procedure?
I'll talk to your consultancy and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank you
time.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.